Binance will suspend its services for Nigeria's fiat currency, the Naira, due to an ongoing regulatory conflict in the country. Binance cryptocurrency exchange platform was accused of exploiting Nigeria's currency, the Naira, causing its value to plummet. The company, in a statement on Tuesday, advised users to withdraw Naira, trade their Naira assets or convert Naira into crypto. The statement read, users are encouraged to withdraw Naira, trade their Naira assets or convert Naira into crypto prior to the discontinuation of these Naira services. The cryptocurrency exchange will automatically convert Naira balances to US dollars beginning March 8 at 8 a.m. UTC. Although support for Naira deposits will end after 14 hours UTC today. Withdrawals will be unsupported after March 8 at 6 a.m. UTC. Now, to talk more on that, we have Silas, is a cryptocurrency expert, Chukwuma Umekwe, blockchain and e-commerce expert. Welcome to Business Express.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Musa.
Okay, first of all, before we begin to talk about the recent development about the Binance stopping its Naira services, I would like us to establish the issue that was earlier raised by the federal government. First of all, how does currency speculation and rate fixing work, and how could Binance have manipulated foreign exchange rates?
Okay, so first of all, there is, of course, a marriage between, speculation, currency speculation, and price. But what we need to understand is that it is just one of so many factors that can influence price. That's one. Secondly, what Binance has done on their platform is very simple, and it's simple in the sense that Binance have only provided a platform for peer-to-peer traders, right? So what it means is that individual traders are the ones coming on board. Individual traders are the ones coming on board, getting registered. They get registered, and people that want to buy interact with individual traders. So what Binance has actually provided was a platform for buyers and sellers to meet, right? So if you look at the volume of transaction that goes on in that whole system, now it would, of course, it's going to make anybody lament, right? But to think that it costs the surge of the exchange rates, I don't think it's the only reason why our currency has fallen, right? And I think Binance's role in the depletion of the Naira
is it part of the reason why it has been volatile all this while?
Now, one of the reasons why it has been volatile is very simple. Now, there is a constant need of, we are in a generation where 90% of what we do is online. We are always online. We are either buying stuff on Facebook, paying for ads on Facebook, paying for domain, paying for websites, and all of these. Now, most of these transactions are facilitated in dollars. Now, in a situation where, because of CBN regulation, you cannot spend your Naira card online, right? You cannot use your Naira to pay for even a service of $2, $3, $5. Now, you are leaving the Nigerian citizens with little option than to look for a way out. And that way out is to go and buy dollar card. Now, getting a dollar card, you need to fund it by getting dollars. Now, dollars is scarce, even with the BDC. We had that a lot of the change people were closing their shops. Now, this will push people to go and look for alternative means of making payment. And this alternative means of making payment is cryptocurrency, right? And the cryptocurrency, where are you most likely to buy USDT from, right? Where are you most likely to buy USDT from is exactly what we are talking about. So you are most likely going to buy your USDT from Binance. And this is one of the reasons why the value has affected the rate, right? So that is exactly what I think when it comes to the allegation of Binance and if how they affect the exchange rate.
Okay,
It's just users manage.
Okay. Binance suspends Naira services, exit Nigeria. What does this mean for crypto investors?
Well, one of the things, like I said, one of the things Binance brought to the system was sanity. Binance brought sanity to the system. And by sanity, I mean, before anybody comes to Binance to say he wants to buy or he wants to sell, the person must have been vetted. The person would have submitted KYC documents and all of that. So this gives investors some form of confidence that this guy is not going to run with my money. So I can make a transfer of 10 million, 20 million, 50 million to somebody because I want to buy cryptocurrency, knowing fully well that this person will not run away. Now, but if Binance takes this out of the system, it's going to create a loophole. That's the truth for investors. We are looking at investors. So how would an investor buy or sell cryptocurrency? He is going to look for individuals that buy and individuals that sell, vendors. We need a change, BTCs for crypto, OTCs, over-the-counter traders. That's what he's going to look for. Now, when he finds these people, if they are not, if these people are fraudulent, there is a high chance that investors will lose money. And now, let me tell you one of the major ways that money is being lost in this kind of trade. We've been in this space for over 8 years. Is that scammers and 419 guys are going to be attracting investors with cheap and very lucrative exchange rates. So now the exchange rate in the market may be 1,005, and somebody will tell you that I'm selling Bitcoin any amount for 1,300, and you are happy that this is a good deal if I just buy it now. So you put in your 1 million, your 100 million, your 200 million, any amount you want to buy, you send the money and the guy disappears.
Okay, so that what should investors do at this point in time?
So at this point in time, investors would have to be very, very cautious. One. And secondly, you must make sure that before you exchange your cryptocurrency for fiat, you must use trusted sources, people that have trust, people that have been in the space for a long time, right? Because right now, it's going to shake the crypto space, obviously.
So
right?
there's no alternative to Binance, is that?
Of course, there are alternatives. Of course, there are alternatives.
So what are those alternatives then?
Like I said, I've talked earlier about P2P traders. We have talked about over-the-counter traders. These are individuals. These are companies in Nigeria that are resident in Nigeria, that have licenses to operate in Nigeria. If you look at SEC regulation, of course, then there are also other centralized exchanges that have not been able to come to the light because of how big Binance is. So those exchanges may have a chance to breathe, right? So, but all in all, investors will have to be very wary on who they sell, because even on some of those exchanges, one of the reasons why some of those exchanges have not even come to light is because of the fact that there is people that can defraud investors still exist in some of those places, right? So what you need to be very wary of is the fact that you should do your due diligence before you get involved trading with anybody.
Okay, now I looked at the market and it says Bitcoin rally again on Wednesday after retreating briefly from an all-time high. It set less than 24 hours earlier. What are the factors driving this development in the market?
All right, so one of the things we need to understand when talking about trading in any financial market is market cycle, right? And even if a market is supposed to go high, right, it's not a straight journey. We expect that there's going to be some corrections, there's going to be some fluctuations. Some people are taking profit and the rest of them. The all-time high of Bitcoin in the past 12 years Bitcoin existed is $69,000. So that means that is a ceiling, that is a barrier. So we expect that price will react when price gets to that barrier. Price will react. Investors would have said, if price gets to this point, I'm going to take my profit. If price gets to this point. So we expect naturally that when Bitcoin gets to $69,000, we expect it to correct. However, the position is going to correct to is still very open, because the fact that it rallied to 59,000 and is now at 60 something thousand, that doesn't mean that the correction is over. It could still fall some more before we start heading back up, right? So that is exactly how the market is supposed to be. For a technical analyst would have seen this coming. People that trade as in for a living would have seen this coming, that we expect that there's going to be a reaction once Bitcoin gets to the previous all-time high.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chukwuma Umekwe. It's always a pleasure having you on the program. We'll continue the conversation.
All right, no
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.